Hello, my name is Steve, and in this video I would like to share with you how to get a girlfriend. So let's start it. If you would like to get a girlfriend, you must understand that you have to analyze your current situation with brutal honesty. Most of the guys I know, they want a girlfriend, but they don't want to put enough time and effort into this topic, and they simply wait forever and they just imagine that at some day their new girlfriend will appear and jump into their life and they will have a beautiful relationship. But to be honest, that's not the way it works, and you have to make efforts if you would like to get a girlfriend. Another thing that most guys think that the overall appearance will affect the chance that how they get a girlfriend, but to be honest, it's also not true. Of course, appearance is a significant factor, but there are a couple of guys who is absolutely average looking and they just get an amazing girl. And for example, back in the days when we just walked with my friends on the street, we always check couples, and we just saw a gorgeous girl with an average Joe guy, and we always ask the same question, that how is it possible that this gorgeous girl just get into a relationship with this average Joe? And to be honest, this guy had the courage and also the skill what you are lacking of right now. So would you like to know what the average Joe did right and what you are lacking of right now? Here are my 7 tips how to get a girlfriend. Tip number 1, spend time with people. I know nowadays there are a couple of possibilities online, but maybe I am an old-fashioned guy, but I believe that if you would like to get a girlfriend, first you need to try your new skill in a personal level. Don't get me wrong, I don't say that you can find love through these kind of online dating apps like Tinder, because I have a lot of friends who just found love in that way. But from my perspective, and I think it's a very satisfying feeling when you can draw a girl attention in reality. If you would like to increase your chances to get a girlfriend, you need to analyze your current situation and what you are living. If you always stay at home and playing online video games, or you are a workaholic and you always spend most of your time with work and you are focusing on your career, of course you will have decreased chances to find your future girlfriend. There are many things you can do if you would like to increase your chances. For example, you can go out and hang with your friends more often. I think that it's a very great opportunity because you increase your chances that you will meet with new people. In your friend group, there is always a chance that somebody will bring some new faces into your close friends group. For example, it can be a boy or a girl, and there are always a chance that you will get new connections, and in the end you will find a girl who can be your future girlfriend. Also, you can consider to approach random girls on the street or in the supermarkets and so on. I know it is much more difficult than my previous example, because it is not easy to approach unknown girls and just say hi to them. It is something which can be learned, of course, but in the beginning it can be a little bit difficult. So my first tip for you, if you would like to get a girlfriend, that you need to analyze your current situation and you also need to increase your chances to meet with new girls. Tip number 2, don't want a girlfriend desperately. That's an interesting tip, because maybe you ask right now that I want a girlfriend desperately, that's why I am watching your video, and please share any advice how can I meet my future girlfriend. But sadly, that's not the way it works, and girls somehow feel if a guy is so desperate that the only thing they are focusing on is a relationship. Girls simply don't want to attract to a guy who has zero ambition, and this kind of desperate way can impact your overall appearance and impression also. It's not attractive when the girls feel this kind of weakness, that you want somebody into your life and you don't have any kind of own goal. So you have to avoid this kind of situation. Previously, I have already made a video how to be attractive, and I would like to suggest you to watch it and learn some tips from it. I think it can help you and it can increase your overall level of attractiveness. If you accept these tips, I guarantee that these tips will help you to draw the girl's attention. Tip number 3, improve your communication skills. Now we have analyzed the current situation what you are living right now, and we also discussed that you need to be authentic and also impressive and attractive if you would like to draw a girl's attention. You also need to understand when you approach a girl, you just can't talk about empty topics like the weather and the simple sentences that how are you. This is something which won't help you to get the girl. what you are looking for right now, and you always need to find the possibilities to impress the girl. During the conversations you have to be spontaneous, and you also must have a sense of humor, and this is something which will come from the situation itself. Sadly, it can be done with learned sentences, and I know there are a couple of pickup lines which a lot of guys say that this can help you to pick up girls, but I don't believe in them. Of course, you can use some kind of psychological tips which can help you to start the conversation, but the rest need to come from the situation itself. The more often you talk with girls, the better results you will have in the end. So it is something which can be practiced, and as I mentioned, it is not something which can be learned from books or can be learned from other guys, because different methods will work for different people, and you only can learn these things from the mentioned situations. Tip number 4, follow the leader. If you would like to get a girlfriend, you shouldn't believe that the girl will make the first steps. You must lead her every time from the beginning, step by step. For example, you have to invite her for a coffee, after that you must invite her for a romantic dinner, take a walk, and in the end you can invite her into your room and have fun. You must understand that most of the girls enjoy if the man leads her, and they just want to be in a relationship with guys who act like a real man, and they don't seek for their mother every single time. So my 4th tip for you is to lead your girlfriend. Tip number 5, don't hide your sexuality. I think it's a bit of sensitive tip, because most of the guys don't find the right balance between the dirty jokes and also show affection. So I don't say that from the beginning you need to show your intention directly to the girl that I want to have sex with you. That's not the way how it works. On the other hand, I think it's appropriate if you make hints that you would like to make love with her. So let's see 2 examples for the mentioned things. Example 1. Imagine the situation when you approach a girl directly and you just say to her that I would like to do with you this and that. Most of the time these kind of direct phrases won't work at all. As I experienced, most of the time girls don't enjoy this kind of honesty from the beginning. Example 2. Imagine the situation that you approach the girl and you start some kind of chit chat with her, and at some point of the conversation you just come up with the following sentence. If I were your boyfriend, I would be with you all day and night in the bed. So do you see the difference between the 2 examples? The first example was a very direct one, and I think some of the girls might find these kind of direct sentences very rude. On the other hand, the second example was a great way to show your intention to the girl in a very cute way. Choose the second option if you don't want to find yourself in an awkward situation. Tip 6. Don't accept immediately the no. That's my favorite tip, and it is also a very sensitive one like the previous, and it also can cause some difficulties. Girls can say no to you many different reasons. For example, they don't want to hang with you because their girlfriends just say that you are ugly or you are not attractive at all, but that doesn't mean that you need to accept these kind of answers. You have to consider these kind of situations a great way to impress the girl and also prove them that they are wrong. A real man don't give up after the first no, and you need to act a real man, as we mentioned previously. In my life, I have met girls who just said from the beginning that nothing will happen between us, but unexpected things happened. As you can see, you don't have to accept no, but on the other hand, you can't follow a girl forever. You can't act like a creep or some kind of guy who is always following the girl, and you know it will become a bizarre situation, and I completely ignore these kind of things, so you have to avoid them. So my 6th tip for you, that you need to find the right time when you accept the no. Tip number 7, be patient and consistent. You have to acknowledge that the mentioned tips won't work from the beginning and won't work in all kinds of situations. Patience and consistency will help you through these kind of difficulties. Also, it is a very great way of self-development, because you will learn to increase your communication skill. Also, you will improve your posture, your gesture, your overall appearance. You will get into conversation with girls, and you can learn a lot of good stuff. Trust me, hard work will pay off if you stay consistent. I know guys who started to practice this skill, and in the beginning from 100 girls only 1 girl started conversation with them, but as they got better and better in this kind of skill, they improved these numbers, and in the end the numbers just increased in a very huge way. You must acknowledge that getting a girl is also something which can be learned, and the word of self-development can help you a lot. To sum up this topic, I tried to collect 7 crucial tips which can help you to get a girlfriend. I know it is a very difficult topic, and there are many things which can be mentioned, but I also try to collect only the things which can work in all kind of situations. I know I can make many videos about how to get a girlfriend. It can be very different ways, it can be very different methods, but I try to focus only on the self-development way. So if you enjoyed my video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also share it, and thanks for watching.